What's going on, guys? So today I figured I'd give you a quick run through on what's going on with the car as far as what I have done to it. This is a video I've been wanting to do for a good while, just to give you an update and tell you where we're at with everything. Now would be a great time to do it just because holidays are coming up. Actually, they're tomorrow. Today's Christmas Eve, so if I get anything for Christmas like I'm hoping, we'll have something to do after the first of the year, and I'll be uploading some videos on that. But give you an update on what we got going on with it, what's all done to the car. If you guys have any questions on anything, just leave them in the comments below. It is a 2003 WRX. It is a salvage title, so the car was totaled out at one point in its life. I bought it. I actually drove it to the inspection before I purchased the car. That's not true. I actually bought the car, drove it to the inspection, it passed, and then everything was all good. Long story on that. Maybe one day I'll tell it. But out here we got a Cobb SF intake with the heat shield. If you guys do get the intake, I do recommend at one point in time do get the heat shield for it. It does make a difference as far as intake temperatures. We also have a STI turbo, the VF39. It's the same turbo that comes on the 04, 05s, I think all the way up to 2006 STIs back there. I bought the turbo new when I did a kind of rebuild with the transmission. I took the transmission out, did the clutch, also upgraded the turbo, the injectors, and the intercooler. So leading to that, we do have a STI intercooler. Obviously that's been painted. I painted that myself. I have a video on that, kind of what I did to it or how to clean it and get it all prepped. So if you guys want to check that out, that'd be cool. The injectors are the pink STI 565cc injectors. We got that. We did all that at the same time. Doing a Cobb off-the-shelf tune requires that you have those injectors, so we did all that at the same time. We also have a lightweight crank pulley from Perrin. It's a black one. Really can't tell it's on the car unless you're looking real hard. So cosmetically it doesn't really do a whole lot for it unless you're doing a full under the hood type thing. Me, obviously, I'm not doing that just yet, but I like the crank pulley. There is a significant weight difference. Talking to a few people here and there, they recommend the flywheel versus the crank pulley as far as lighter weight. It's just a lot cheaper, I think, to get the crank pulley, so I went that route. But yeah, don't hate it. Don't necessarily love it a whole lot, but can't go wrong with it. We also have just an intake tube. This is like 20 bucks. Biggest difference between this and like the throttle body coupler is this is the Cobb one. Obviously it's blue. You have to reuse the old hose clamps versus a Perrin on the throttle body that I got, which comes with new hose clamps, and they're Perrin and they're etched. It says Perrin across there, which is really cool. I actually love this a lot more compared to this Cobb one. So, I may actually replace this and go with the Perrin one here as well, and probably change it to black, just to match kind of the rest of the car that we got going on here. But yeah, not a fan of this, just for the fact that I had to use the old hose clamps instead of getting new ones like I did with Perrin. So when we went to replace the clutch, we went ahead and went with the Excetti Stage 1 organic clutch. Has great clutch feel, or pedal feel, good grip, but nothing overwhelming to where your leg gets worn out. It does still feel pretty standard as far as the factory one. So I love that. It doesn't slip on the tune with the bigger turbo, so no problems there. Eventually, once we get a little further into the build with the car, we'll probably have to upgrade that again, but realistically, it's pretty solid for what I need. Handful of stickers. We got our chopped fingers, or our chopped sign from Mighty Car Mods. If you guys follow Mighty Car Mods, you'll recognize a couple of these stickers, and then just the stuff you get when you buy stuff. I have an SRS exhaust on it. Now the car came with a catback SRS exhaust. I went ahead and purchased the catless downpipe. It was a lot cheaper than a lot of the other stuff out there, and it's doing a pretty good job. I may change out the cat back part of it just because I want a different tone. The car makes a great sound, but I want a little deeper tone. There's a guy at work who has a different exhaust, and it has the sound I'm kind of looking for, so I may get something like he has. Only problem is I had a shop put V-bands on all the on the downpipe and everything, so when it bolts up, you just put the V-bands together, and no gaskets or anything. So if I ever change the cat back, I gotta change out or get V-bands added onto that section so it'll fit together. So that's the only downside with that, but for now we'll live with it. Last couple things, I don't have really anything done on the inside. Car came with STI floor mats. I got them upside down right now because of the winter season. The car's really dirty too. I need to clean this out. One of the first things I bought was the access port from Cobb. The things you can do with that are amazing. Everything from setting a two-step to adjusting idle and everything like that. So you can reset maps and all sorts of goodies. Right now I'm running the Cobb VF39 tune, obviously, with that setup I got. And the cool thing is you can upload your own picture to it. So it can monitor all sorts of things, intake temperatures and all that, so it does all sorts of cool things. But I do recommend it. 0 to 60 times it'll measure that. Do quarter mile times and all that fun stuff too. So there's my wife, she's getting ready to go. We got holiday stuff to go to, so I gotta hurry up. So yeah, definitely get this. I may do a walkthrough or quick run through on this one day. If you guys want to see that, just let me know, and I'll make sure I'll make one on that. We also have a VMS Racing shift knob. A buddy of mine got me that as a gift. I got it in blue. It threads on, which I really like. When you buy those aftermarket shifters, you know, a lot of people go with that. Not a lot of people, but some people go with those cheap ones from AutoZone that just kind of sit on with a set screw. Those are garbage. So get one that spins on, it threads on. That way it doesn't slide off. And last but not least, the Cobb short throw shifter. This one is the double adjustable, which means you can adjust the height of the actual handle and the throw as well. So I recommend the double adjustable personally, just because I like a higher shift knob. But if you guys want to go with the real short stuff, they make the shorter, you know, the actual lower set ones, but I wanted an actual taller shifter, so double adjustable. So there you guys have it. If you guys have any questions on any of the parts I have on here, just you know, leave a comment below asking about it. I'll do my best to answer them as best as I can. Have a Merry Christmas, and I'll see you guys in the new year. I'm Bomoney. Later.